Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? I have my in conclusion video the month of February, and this is pretty much where I recap all the books I've read, give you my thoughts on the whole genre of this month. As you guys know, the month of February was the genre of love, of romance, of relationships. Romance isn't my preferred genre. I am very scared of the whole romance aspect in certain books, so I was very weary about this month and how I would like this month, but I was surprised, very pleasant surprise. So let's get started with this video. Let's start off with As You Wish, and this is by Jackson Pierce. I was hoping more for the book, and I was really hoping I would like it as much as I did for Sisters Red. Two aspects of the book that I wasn't jiving with, and that was Viola's character and the plot. I did have difficulties empathizing with Viola's character. It kind of leads into what I had problems with in the plot. Once she made her first wish, that's when it went kind of downhill for me. I did feel the plot was kind of counterintuitive. Viola's character and the messages and themes going on in the book. I was sad for the most part that I did not love it, but I'm definitely looking forward to more of Jackson Pierce's work. The next book I want to talk to you guys is Perfect Chemistry, and this is by Simone Alcalez. I've heard really great feedback on Perfect Chemistry and this book, and I can see why. Love the characters Alex and Brittany. They were really great, interesting characters. They did, however, play into very stereotypical, cliched roles. It wasn't a fresh read by any means. It felt something I've seen or read before, but what I really enjoyed was the interaction between Brittany and Alex's character, and I felt that was really unique. Loved how their characters developed with one another and on their own. There was some sexiness. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but I didn't, and that was a pleasant surprise. Did enjoy the ending. I know it was very idealistic compared to the rest of the book, but I thought it was just cute and adorable. And of course, there are different messages and themes going on in the book regarding gangs and violence, prejudices, so I really appreciated that as well. The next book I want to talk about is Not That Kind of Girl, and this is by Siobhan Vivian. I thought this was a really quick read. I was ready to hate the main character, Natalie Sterling, because I've heard such mixed reviews about her and her uptight hoity-toityness. Although in some instances, Natalie's character was condescending and arrogant and very not likable. She actually was coming from a good place, had good intentions about the whole thing. What I really appreciated in the book were the side characters. How they called out Natalie on her BS and her craziness. It's one thing for me to be shouting at a character at the book, you know, that doesn't really do anything. And so when other characters, the side characters in the story, tell her off and kind of call her out on certain things, I really liked it. The focus of the book was mostly on Natalie's development and her relationship with her friends. The messages in here were great also. The positions girls are put into, the roles they're put into, and the expectations they have in society. Those were really interesting and really great themes to talk about. Next book is The DUFF, The Designated Ugly Fat Friend, and this is by Cody Keplinger. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised by how much I did enjoy it. I was pretty much hooked on the first page. I could really identify with Bianca's characters and see where she's coming from. Again, I was prepared to hate her because I've heard mixed reviews on her character. I did feel she was coming, again, from a good place, from good intentions. She's very loyal to her friends. The way she does it, though, is very off-putting and blunt and not very likable, but that's what I thought was refreshing about the book, was her character. I also enjoyed the relationship she and Wesley had with one another. What I really appreciated in this book was the honesty Cody Keplinger was portraying in the book. I thought this book was very honest. Bianca's character was very honest with herself and the whole situation she was being put into. The dynamic and relationships going on between all of the characters were just really interesting to read about, and I highly enjoyed it. It's a really great contemporary read, so definitely check this out. Yes, forgot to mention mature content, sex, and swearing. And the last book I want to talk to you guys about, this book wasn't part of my initial haul, what I was planning to read this month, but I've heard such great things about it, so I had to get into it, and I read it during Valentine's weekend, and I thought it was appropriate. That is Anna and the French Kiss, and this is by Stephanie Perkins. This is a really fun, feel-good read. You smile ear to ear reading this book. The characters are great, the plot was great, the tension was great, the drama was great, the friendships were great. It was just full of awesome, and so if you want to feel awesome and feel good and be happy, then read this book because it will do that, I think. Very gush-worthy. There were some cheesy moments, good cheesy. If you haven't read this yet, definitely check it out. It'll be good times. It will. So those are the books that I've read this month. For the most part, I did really enjoy this month of love, of romance, and I was expecting to cringe while reading most of these books because of the cheesiness. Surprisingly, didn't mind it. I think it's because I knew what I was getting into and it was expected. Like any other book, romance genre is no exception to this. There are different messages and themes going on in these books. It's not just focused on the romance and the lovey-dovey. There are aspects of the book that you think about. Themes going on in the romance genre really hits you personally. You can relate to these characters, these conflicts, these issues hit really close to home, what people in high school and teenagers in general just face every day. I thought that was really great and I really enjoyed that a lot. So the month of February, the month of love, wasn't so much about love but of relationships and problems and things we just have to deal with. That's everything, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. You guys are coming with me to the bookstore. That's right. We're going on a little field trip. I'll talk to you guys later.